welcome back. We are joined by representatives from the University of Belize to talk about their upcoming marketing expo. We have the students here, and they have formed companies to participate in the expo. Joining us, we have the student team, Silver Lining Winery, another student team, New Fangle Face Rub. They have scrubs, y'all. And Monique, Gillett, Eylin, Ibanez, Gian, Martinez, and Brittany Waters, and Geronimo Castillo.
All the students here on
all
set.
of them. That's a big set today.
Yes, it is. And we want to say good morning and welcome.
Good morning as well.
Thank you for
So
being
you
here.
all are marketing students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is an annual exercise by the University of Belize. And you get the opportunity to be entrepreneurs, right? And come up with your own ideas and market it, right, at the expo. So let's talk about, obviously once you're entering into this specific field, you know this is coming up. Let's talk about what the process is for the individual groups in terms of coming up with your product and deciding on one and moving forward, right? So who wants the dish first?
I guess new wine should go first.
So polite. Yeah?
We came up with the Silver Lining Winery because the wine was like a family tradition, because in my family we, like, everyone, especially my aunts, they love wine, and they use wine for like relaxation. So, and we found it interesting doing it because like every night we have to we have a baby, we have to take care of it, stir it, taste it to time, and make sure the process continues. Rest the wine will dilute to vinegar, so we have to keep on every night stirring and tasting so the sugar won't dilute.
Okay, but why did you decide on wine? I mean, there's so many wines available. Local wines are typically fruit wines.
Well, here in Belize, we don't really have a lot of wine companies, right? And if we do have wine, it's like local people just do it and just put it in quarts and sell it. We don't have wines from Belize with labels and everything. We have Travelers, yes, and Del Mar, but other than that, we mostly have international wine. So we choose our product to be wine because maybe we go international.
Well, tell us a little bit about the process. From start to picking what type of wine you're gonna do to bottling and labeling, all of that.
All right. Well, it depends on what kind of fruit you want to do. Like, for example, we did sorrel, grape, and pineapple. Right. So some berries. So I personally did pineapple. So it's basically just to use the fruit, and there's a lot of different process, little steps that you would do to just get the wine to where it wants to be. Like my group member said that you have to take care of it and monitor it very closely so that it doesn't, spoil or turn to vinegar, right? But, so that's just for, you just decide what fruit you want to do and you just dive head into it.
Now, coming together as a group in school is always one of those very interesting dynamics because people have different ideas. Some people are very territorial over their ideas, and it's a process deciding to work together on one particular product. Tell me a bit about how you, as young students and as potential entrepreneurs, made your decision as to how to eliminate everybody else's idea and follow through with one. You guys tell me.
Well, we all came up with different ideas, and everyone decided on one. We all, to make the process easier, we came to a decision that everybody agrees on to say that we will do this one set thing so that we don't have any confusion or any problems to create the product.
Okay. So Geronimo, obviously, I think it was a girl's choice to do a face rub.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
And for you, did you have something else in mind that you wanted to do?
Well, actually, I had something else in mind because how the process started, that it was 7 of us in the group. So each of us came up with an idea, and we come gather and say and pick one together as a group. And that's how we come up with the face rub.
Okay. And what made you all feel that this was a viable product to showcase at the expo?
Well, we looked at the market. We had to see the potential that's there. We gathered that being the expo that usually happens every year in September, we went there and we did a survey to conduct the research and see who the market is, who the potential market is, and we found out that they are both males and females who would use face products, and from that we decided to do this and we created the product. And I'm sorry.
So you found out male and females use the product, and so you
Yes.
figured it's something that could be some marketable.
Yeah.
Also to add to what she said, we noticed that the traditional eating habit has changed. We no longer eat healthy food, you know, as our grand ancestors. We're now eating burgers, pizza, so obviously those kind of acne problems and different facial will arise. The other concept is the climate. We have a subtropical climate, so the sun is a really problem where most people complain about the sun, and one of our main ingredients is the aloe vera, which helps to
Treat sunburns, it helps to
sunburn.
moisturize our skin and fights the acne. All of the ingredients. New Fangle is a facial treatment, as we've been saying. It helps to.
So it's not just a scrub; it's a treatment.
It's a facial rub, actually. Yeah, and it's a treatment that acts to fight acne. It helps to smoothen the skin, even your skin tone. It helps to.
It serves as an antibacterial, so it helps fight germs, bacteria.
Also kills dead skin, clears the dead skin cells on your skin. The ingredients that we use, they all have similar responsibilities, which are either toning the skin, moisturizing, or fighting acne.
Obviously, you had to put a lot of research into this. If you're going to make a product that has to go on somebody's face, which is a very important part
Very
for body,
sensitive part.
you go from marketing into science and biology. What was the research portion like to jump in? I'm sure you spoke to dermatologists and you kind of just found out as much as you could about what products were safe and what could be included in your rub.
Actually, what we did, each ingredient that we did, we do a thorough research on each, what they have inside, what they store. But to be honest, we haven't specialized in taking it to a chemist or biologist to verify if it had any allergic reaction and so. But that will be done during the week because, like, you know, this was a short time income we didn't expect. So.
And one of the things you can do is you can advise customers that before using it, they can do a test.
Test.
We have samples. Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing you found out in putting together the rub?
The ingredients and what all the other ingredients are responsible for.
Okay.
We have 8 ingredients in total that we use in the mixture. These are aloe vera, cucumber, coconut oil, honey, rose petal water, mint, and oats. Oh, and brown sugar as well. And personally, I didn't think that oats is good for your skin, so that's something surprising that we found out.
Yes,
aloe vera, everybody knows that aloe vera is a
What does
miracle
oats do
working
to your
plant.
skin?
The oats treats the acne. It removes
Worse than an
dryness.
exfoliator.
Yeah, it moisturizes your skin. That was something surprising that we found out.
Yeah, nice. And any for you, Geronimo?
Well, to be honest.
Or all of them were new?
Well, I'll be honest, all of them are new because it's something new for me, you know. And then actually what's surprising, like when we did the survey and we actually found out that men actually is using facial products and it's increasing by the year, so we know.
That was surprising.
Well, a personal one, I guess the mint then. I actually surprised the mint, you know, it have the mint scent in it, so that kind of amused me.
Well, we know that this is for more than just a grade, and it's a part of developing relationships with your group members. For Silver Lining Winery, what has been the experience like developing your product and working towards the expo?
Well, actually, we conducted a market research whereby we stood on Orange Street with a table giving samples, and it was a great experience because getting the feedback from the people, and they actually enjoyed it and said that it was a really good product. How we came up with our name, Silver Lining Winery, it comes from the proverb, every cloud has a silver lining, so it means being hopeful in the midst of a gloomy situation. So what Silver Lining wine brings to you in a time of distress, it brings comfort, and it's so you could drink the wine and it's stress free.
Fantastic.
So talk to us about the prices of the wine. I know you have grape, pineapple, berries, the prices that are going to be available at the expo.
Based on our market research, we also asked the people how much they would pay for a bottle of it, and so it would vary from $20 to $25.
Okay. And what has been the favorite flavor so far?
Grapes.
Grapes. So the original wine. Yeah.
Yes.
And sorrel as well.
And sorrel, I know sorrel is a very Caribbean wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's obviously, and you made that point earlier, and I think that it's absolutely true. Bottling it different than a local wine, bottling it like the international standards, is obviously something that makes it a very unique product. What was the research that went into that for you guys? Does it have to be stored differently from the imported wines that we see when you're talking about fermented, especially the local wines that are made? They aren't bottled in this way.
No, they're bottled in those plastic bottles.
Yeah.
But we chose that way because it looked professional for us.
Okay.
And
Is it corked or screw cap?
it's screw cap. We have screw top and we'll have cork as well. So it's gonna be the both of them.
Okay.
And what's the difference in having the cork and the screw top?
We just found it interesting.
What was some of the interesting things that you found out in your research?
With our research, we found it interesting because it's like the local fruits other than the grapes.
Yeah.
Because the grapes is international grapes. It's not the sea grapes that we have here in Belize. So we found out it better because it's freshly picked and done in a really unique way.
It also brings a lot of health benefits to it. Like it reduces the risk of heart attacks and longevity. So all of the benefits of drinking wine also was really interesting to us.
Okay. And based on you said you did some sampling on Orange Street.
Yes, and we also had a fundraising at the Thursday, explaining to people. Most of them say, okay, wine is very interesting for us to do and so forth.
Okay. So have you all already worked on your booths as well? You know, a part
Yes.
of how you present
Yes.
your product is as
Yes.
important as the product itself.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because our Silver Lining, it's wine, so we need to look classy and elegant. So our booth is very gonna be attractive.
Yeah.
Our main goal is to emphasize in consistency, making our product, our personal appearance, and our booth unique and similar, so that they recognize us. So as soon as they see new Fangle, they already know what product they are going to buy. So that's
The
Oh.
colors
our.
of the boot also will tie into the colors of the product, which is pink, yellow, and green.
Okay. So what has been the most challenging part of this process for both groups?
I would say the time constraints.
The time constraints.
How
yeah?
long did you have to come up with this? The semester?
Yeah,
From the beginning.
from the beginning of the semester.
I would say because, well, wine
Needs time.
needs time.
Yes, it takes
so
time.
Especially wine.
You had to find different, because there are various methods, so you have to find different ways to kind of,
Let it
Speed it up.
ferment faster.
so that was, I would say for us, that would have been one of the,
Challenging part.
So yeah, just getting everything done is the most hectic part of the whole project.
I think one of the next challenging part is to market your product, because we want to have that potential, and like what you bring up earlier, that it's not only about getting a grade.
Yeah.
It's about we need to change that mentality that we need more entrepreneurship in Belize to grow our economy, and that's what we're trying to do. That's why we created a new product.
Well, I love that you said that, because that was going to be my next question. After this process, how many of you feel like you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur?
Well,
Or what are your thoughts about being an entrepreneur in Belize following this experience? Anybody?
well, all of us have the potential because we're doing this. We have the experience, but it has to do with if we want to do it.
And I know that a lot of it is, it's a marketing course, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you have taken away in terms of, the importance of branding, the importance of getting the word out?
Well, I guess the most interesting and fun part, that actually what you're learning, you're putting to practice right away. So as you're learning it, you're putting putting it to practice. So that's what makes it very interesting.
Creating your logo, you have to get a logo that's not distracting with a lot of stuff, but simple and unique also. And the colors also play a big role. You have to find out the meaning of certain colors and how it relates to your product.
It's very true that you mentioned that, because you'll find that a lot of restaurants, they use reds and yellows because that's very appetizing when you see that. You go into, that's very interesting.
That's right. All right. And any lessons learned in this experience that you didn't expect?
Always keep in communication.
Always keep good communication. All right, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to run a business together.
Yes.
All right, and don't drink too much wine, or don't sample too much wine, right? Fantastic. Of course, the Marketing Expo is next Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yes.
November the 23rd at the Ramada Princess Hotel and Casino.
Open to the public.
Yeah.
From
We're
9
inviting
till
everyone from 9 till 4.
And it's free entrance?
Yes.
Free entrance
It's
for
open
everybody.
for everybody.
And you can actually
Yes,
buy
you
the
can
product.
purchase the product.
Okay. Well, thank you all for giving us a very early preview as to what people can see next Wednesday. Best of luck. And I hope that you're able to sell your product, and
Before
you never
we go,
know.
we wanted to thank our
Yeah,
sponsors.
thanks to the sponsors.
Sponsors.
For the Fangle face rub, we would like to give big thanks to Tyrone Gill from Choice Bank Limited, Melvin Diego Jr. from Life Graphics, and Tara Pitts from Tiny Toes Daycare. We really appreciate the help that we've been getting.
And the sponsor from the University Expo, most obviously we got to give the big thanks to the university to make this possible. Also, we want to give thanks to the Choice Bank, to the CEO, Kerry Blythe, San Pedro, Belize Express, and RFG Insurance.
Also, Smart Diversified Life Solution Belize, SBDC, Belize Signs, and our group sponsors.
Is More FM, is Anita Hamilton, Ruddlers Construction, Rodney Flowers, and Ministry of Education, Patrick Farber. And also I want to give thanks to the person that did our logo and our labels, Leomar Garcia.
Fantastic.
And saving the best for last, thank the Lord for having us here and
And
being able
also
to go through
Tropicare
this.
sponsored us as well.
Well,
Okay.
I want to conclude by thanking Open Our Eyes to having
Yeah.
us. And, it's an honor to be in your
On the
presence, especially that I watch news every day. So
That's
it's
good. You're finding out about what's happening in the country. Well, you guys did a great job representing yourselves. We a lot of people are tuning in, and they're not going to know that you're students. They're going to think you're real entrepreneurs. So I think you really did a great job, and best of luck come next
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. Actually, no, we're going to go straight. We're going to go to a break. I'm sorry. We're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.